Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. This is episode 6. It's the finale of Ghost Trick. We only have 3 more chapters to go. Last episode was fraught with big revelations. We learned a whole bunch of things. Zhao did not actually kill the man who had kidnapped Lin 10 years ago. It was actually the man in red who we thought all along was Cecil, was us. The guy got killed by a meteorite from space and then was seemingly possessed by like an alien ghost from space. All kinds of weird shit are happening. Missile is dead again. Missile has been helping us to solve the problems with his own ghost tricks. We have more questions than ever, and honestly, it really doesn't feel like we're at the end of the game because there's still so much left unresolved, but I'm pretty sure everything is going to come together right at the end. And I'm really curious to see how they do it. Like, who are we really? If we're not Cecil, then who are we? Why do we look like him? Why did we think we were him? How are we going to stop a ghost from outer space? I don't really know, but I'm really interested to see how this story ends. So thank you so much for joining me for this finale. And without any further ado, let's jump right in. Chapter 16, 4:19 a.m. It's getting pretty late. It's about to be dawn. Lin kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Also, I've pulled like a nerve in my back last night, and so my back really hurts right now. I feel like I can't really turn properly. So it's gonna be painful to dance today. Ugh. Hello? This is Dowd. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Was it actually Jowd? How come we don't see him? I'm suspicious of everyone now. Control room. So where am I right now? I don't like when characters look right at me. Well, you'd better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. After all, I'd be dead if it wasn't for you. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. Are we gonna be in the submarine? A single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. Fucking submarine. I love how they've decorated like the one room to look like a normal room and then everything else is just the submarine. And I just reached the center of the web. Also, how can a telephone line reach into a submarine? Fun fact, that little Austin Powers music that I put in the last episode actually demonetized the entire video, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. It needs to be in there. Welcome to the Yonoha. Detective Jad. Uh-oh, he's been captured. Welcome to my underwater lair. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. Oh shit, I gave these two kind of the same voice, didn't I? That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. I do mind. This fucking guy. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yonoha was going to surface, confound it. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. Okay. Yes, I certainly do remember that. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio Oh! That's why Cabanilla shot him. Yeah, he never did answer when we asked, why even shoot him if you don't think he's gonna die? And he never answered. That's why he put a tracker on him. Wow. He did that knowing full well he was probably about to die too, so... damn. What a move by Cabanilla. Oh, and he gave him the... That's what the pocket watch is. It's to track the... Oh, man. They really pay off all these little moments. I can see why people say rewatching this game is really satisfying, because you get to pick up on all these little moments that the game plants. Cabanilla has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Cabanilla. I hear he's an excellent investigator. Apparently so. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere. Ah, Sissel, you mean? Oh, look at the dramatic turnaround. You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. Oh. So he can leave this... I mean, I guess that makes sense. If he's a ghost, he can leave the body. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now. He's controlling your daughter. Alright, because she's still kidnapped. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please, let her go. Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Whoa, that went right up my... behind. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers. A piece of the meteorite? What the... Oh, yeah. So the piece of meteorite was still in his body? And that's the... Okay. That makes sense. What? What in the world was that? Also, how did you just pull it out of his body like that? The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal... Oh, okay, so... It's not really that the meteorite gave him a special ghost. He's just a normal ghost that happens to have special powers because of the meteorite. So if we were to be in control of this stone, then in theory, we would also have like these special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? Tisk, what a mistake to make right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. But what do you guys even want? Farewell. Like... Oh, what the hell? You guys going to eject this to another... Ow. I can't dance. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd, where did he go? They just ejected it into the sky? What the hell was that? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them and fast. Oh, they're on the submarine? Alright, let's see what we've got here. Wait, there's someone there. Is that... Missile? So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. What with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn, Miss Camilla! Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say I don't think it can. Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it! Oh. The telephone is ringing. Wow! It's Miss Camilla! I just know it! My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. You bet! But we need someone to pick it up, don't we? I think I might need you to... Well, he can make it to the phone easily, but not me. Hello, hello, Miss Camilla? Hello? I guess as long as one of us is there, it's fine. It's no use! Missile loves to say that. This black hello just doesn't like me. Just create a path for me, Missile. I'll come right over. A path for you, huh? Emergency light. Oh, there we go. Okay, so from here. Oh, okay, I see. By switching the balls, I get to create a path. Oh, was I too late? I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this. Cecil, look! That black hello, it came off the hook. Uh-oh, I'd better answer it fast. I'm getting there. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Cecil, where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is, let me guess, she's dead. She said Lynn. Miss Lynn! We'd better hurry. Let's go, Cecil. Yeah, go there. Of course. Are they also on the submarine? Oh, she's drowned. It's no use. Nobody's answering. Ah, my back hurts so much. Miss Camilla! And Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch her break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla! Miss Camilla! And Missile too, I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Missile, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it! Thank you, Missile. Oh, we're probably gonna need him, though. I wonder what happened this time. I'd better talk to the little lady a little more. And then, I'd better do something about the detective lady. She has a name. Can I talk to you a minute? Yes, Sissy? Could you tell me what happened to you? She was stuck in a fucking luggage. In a briefcase. Just, yeah. What happened after I last saw you at your old house? Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep. Again, sleep in there? I woke up to the sound of an engine. So she was already in the submarine by then, eh? I thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired, I couldn't move. And then... Camilla! So Lynn found you, but how did they all get in the submarine? I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, the poor thing. I guess. You've been through so much, you were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. You've both been brave. It's not a contest. Alright, so... Monitor... I can't... Wait, I can turn this. There you go. Lynn, what happened to you this time? Oh, Sissel, you're here! Dancing hurts, but must do it! Oh, Sissel, you're here! Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanella fired into him with a bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea. Oh, that's how they got on the submarine. Took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Oh, she escaped? Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy. Sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Let's rewind time. The Esionoa. Camilla, are you okay? Someone must have shot her or something. Whoa. She's holding like an old Tommy gun. Ah, she's possessed. She's possessed by the man in red. That's why she doesn't remember. Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Ah, jeez. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? So he can possess people even if they're not dead? That's so messed up. Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. Wait, but if he's just a normal ghost, and it's the meteorite that gives him his powers, how did he survive 10 years? The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. Except mediums, I guess. Psychics. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution? Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I mean, I hope not. I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Yeah, aren't you taking it a little too far, my dude? Nobody could possibly know what What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? So even you are being, like, fooled by these blue people? Wow, you actually saved her? I mean, I guess you tried to save Camilla's body, because if she died, then... Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd. Ask Camilla when he came to rescue her. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life again. You didn't have to add the again part. It's true, isn't it? How many times have I saved her at this point? Like 4, 5? So let's see. The cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. Vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Again with the weird memory loss. That makes no sense. Alright, so this is going on. Wah! You just try to whack him. It's been 10 years. Okay, so we can't move from here. I could get in the gun if it got a little closer. Time is passing. I'm just stuck in here. I need the gun to get closer. Okay, now I can get inside. I can't activate it though. I can get in this. There's a monitor. There's the phone. Could I answer the phone? It's no use, I can't get the line to work. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me. I can do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. So we need to cause the phone to be answered. So I can turn this handle. Turn this wheel. Oh! Okay, so that answers the phone. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry! Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. She's right, I'd better check it out. Alright, let's check it out. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody is still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. He's just a guy from the submarine. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. I guess so. Let's see what we can do over there. Oh yeah, we can stop the explosion. So it must be true what they say. That there are restless ghosts on board. I haven't looked at the phone book in a while. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Okay, well, good for you, my man. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly? Okay, so that's a fate change. Jowd is still in there. Oh, if we can get to the rock, we might get new powers. It's Detective Jowd, what's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temzik fragment taken away. But how come he can still possess Camilla's body without the meteorite? So he still has the powers even if he's not like in possession of the stone? I don't get it, what's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just going to go ahead and steal the Temzik fragment. Huh? But that's cheating! Yeah, they're bad guys. I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where is the Temzik fragment going to go? Okay, we need to get over there. Open? Oh! Okay, I need to open it and then get in the ball while it goes up. Nice. But then I'm stuck in here. But maybe if I get in the thing while it... Ooh, yeah, you can see the power coming from it. Now we can get inside. Does that mean I... Oh, he's leaving. They're all like stuffed inside the little thing. They're all like packed like sardines. Ah, the Temzik fragment. You're mine at last. So that's what you wanted all along. It wasn't about national secrets. It was just about the fragment. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. But I'm in the fragment. Does that mean I have special powers now? Cecil, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry along before Cecil discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The Yonoa will be his coffin. So that's your plan? You packed the whole crew inside this one little... tiny little submersible? What about the big guy in blue that was still in the control room? May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Cecil. Oh, he doesn't know that Camilla is in the engine room. She would die in the submarine. I love that he packed all of them inside there. He's the only one that has any room. How the hell are we going to save Camilla, especially if we're leaving in his little submarine? We're gonna have to rewind again. Oh no, I'm in the container. Aha, so that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo! It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. Well, if I can activate the lever... We can't let it launch! But what can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow. Somehow. A true detective never gives up. Well, we certainly can't just ignore it. Okay, so now we're inside. But what were your plan? To just like shoot it at yourself? There's no time, it's gonna launch! Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope. Why was the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes. Datebayo! I don't know if we can detonate it though. Oh yeah, so it's programmed to like come back and hit the... Oh, what the hell? There's a mouse in there? These damn mice are everywhere. I don't want the mouse to die. I've already tortured it enough. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? Easy for you to say. I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How did he even get in here? How in the world did it get in here? I don't know. Yes, what are you saying? Do you know how a torpedo works? No, I can't say I do. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tip. That in turn sets off the detonator. Right, the detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot, or not. So we can operate the joint. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. So we can stop the gyroscope. Okay. I can operate this joint. Oh! Don't squish the mouse. This looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we can do that, looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? Can examine the detonator. This is probably the detonator. Hey, don't press it. The torpedo will explode. Uh-oh, better be careful. But you know, there should be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? That sounds promising. We have to put the safety on before this thing blows up. Maybe if I stop both gyroscope. Oh, okay, so they start again. They just start again by themselves. We're almost out of time. At this rate, we're going to blow up the submarine. Uh-oh. We have to set that safety and keep the torpedo from detonating. What safety? Where? Oh, okay, so if we stop them both at the top, then it spins the whole thing. Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. I don't know if I have enough time. Right. Time till dead zero. There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. So it's still going to explode. Okay, no, it's just going to... Would it really make that big of an impact if there's no explosion? In the water too? It would just like bonk against the side of the thing, wouldn't it? Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Cecil, we did it! Stop calling me that, that's not my name. Apparently. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we'd better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right, I'm worried about Camilla. Whose voice did you hear? Missiles? We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. So we need to find a way for them to escape the submarine? Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I'd better go meet up with Lynn. So is the ghost... Is Cecil... I should call him the man in red, I guess. Is the man in red still in... Camilla? I guess we need to activate this. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long, but maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. Yeah, that was my plan. Alright, now we're on the gear. Oh, yes. Okay, so small fan, fire extinguisher, wheel. Oh, I'm in a flashlight, I think. Is it still the ghost? Lynn. Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Oh, she was still aware? Ah, that's gotta be so weird, like having your body controlled like that. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Miss Al, you here? Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now as I drown in the submarine. And she's out. Camilla? Miss Camilla! But then where's the ghost? I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do! Aw, I think I'm going to cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here, before it's too late. She can't hear you from this distance? Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Sissel, he's here. Up you go. Anytime something weird happens around her, she's like, it must be Sissel. I'm glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. Yeah. We'd better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already, I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Well, there's a ladder there. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way... Yes? I can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Oh, good. So no one can swim. I mean, I don't think it would really matter at that depth. Like, you would just get crushed by the water, I think. So we've got a handle we can turn. There's smoke coming out of this thing. Oh. It made the glove fall. So we have a fuse box we can open. A hook we can move. A door to open. A switch to lower. A distributing panel. Okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff. Let's see what it all does. There we go. That's the ladder. You did it, Sissel. Thanks. Alright, so let's get you up. And then maybe we can open that door. Oh! Don't you fall now. What was that? Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. What else is there? Uh-oh. Oh good, so they must be in complete darkness. That's nice. Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Yeah, I know. You can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Can I? I mean, there is a fuse box. Right there. Okay, no, that's only to go further to the right. Can I fix it? Oh, apparently I can. Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now, all we have to do is get to that door and we're safe. Did you just drop it? What is going on? Ooh. Oh boy. If they die, I'm gonna have to rewind time again. Did it like sink to the bottom of the ocean? Ow. Oh, maybe the ghost is still here and it's like sabotaging the whole submarine. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. You never know at this point. Uh-oh. What now? The water shore is rising fast. Come on! You just have to climb all the way up there. You'll just have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. So I'm in the flashlight. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Oh, it's a missile. Sissel, there you are. How's it going? Not great. I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course, after all, just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course! Well, with the two of us, maybe we can do it. Okay, let's see. Medium fan. Medium fan. Can you help me? Yes, okay. So she's helping me. Now we get to climb. Need to turn on. Would this still work? These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge? Might be just that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easy. Sissel, you're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you? Could you just be quiet for a minute, Missile? Those pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. Okay, so I can't climb up. But I guess he's gonna have to like switch them. Let's see. Medium fan. Large fan. And then what? Small fan? So I guess we need to create a sort of ladder. So large in the middle and then medium on each side. Would that work? What about now? Pistons sticking out. It's like they're silently pressuring me to climb them. Oh, I doubt they're doing that, Miss Lynn. Looks like how much the pistons thrust out is related to how large the fans are. Sissel, my arms are full, but my legs are free. If you could just move these pistons so they're a little easier to climb, I think I could do it. Okay, so in order to do that, we need 3 different sizes of fans. Another fan. There's a shaft here, but it's not the same shape. The wheel doesn't count either. Torpedo? How can there be 3 different sizes of fans? We have 2 mediums and 1 large. Oh, there's more up here. Okay. Small fan. There we go. So, okay. It's probably like small, medium, large, right? So large and medium. Let's switch these out. This should work, I think. How about now? That's more like it. How about that? This is great. You made a staircase for me. You better hurry. I don't think that water is gonna wait for you. Talk about motherfucking teamwork. Actually, it looks like the water was waiting just for you. Alright, what now? Ouch! Something about the steam. Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Alright, well, let me go up there first. Oh, but I can't go up there. I'm kind of stuck. Can I like operate this and then use that to go up? Yes. Alright, so now I'm in the wheels. Now I just need a missile to come and join us. So he's got some pipe. He can switch the... We can trade the pipes. But they all shoot kind of like in all directions. Look at this. If I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it. Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way, eh? I bet that will come in handy. Okay. Uh-oh, water is rising. We've got to hurry up. Here comes that water again. I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, missile, it's too salty. I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so he can't drink it. But also, it's too salty. Whatever, just do something about this steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, missile. Okay, well, let's see. I think I need to get these two switched. No, because the big mist is coming from the bottom of this one. Also this one. I think if I trade these two, then I might be good. What about switch out these two? No. Oh no, the water is getting really close now. Not that I can see all that well with all the steam here. Missile will switch the pipes around so you can get across. That's right, don't give up, Miss Lynn. My back is really starting to hurt. Mine too. I mean, I can't really take a good look at where the steam is coming from because the water will rise if I stop and look at it. So this one has the big steam from both sides. So I guess I want it there. Shit. You couldn't take a little warm mist? Hey, there was no warm mist. It was boiling hot steam. Anyway, it looks like you're the key player for this one, Missile. But I don't think my powers alone are going to be enough. Maybe I need to turn the wheel also? Oh. So by closing this valve, I've shut up the steam flow to that first pipe. Okay, so I guess we want to get the worst one in there. Because that one can be stopped. So what if I switch out these two? And switch out these two? Oh, I think we're good. There, how does that look? Looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Ouch! It's put your hands on that broken glass. I'm sure that's fine. All while carrying Camilla on her back. Look up there, if I can just make it to that door. She's really cheerful for someone stuck inside like of a dark submarine slowly filling up with water. We can escape! Now how in the world am I going to get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile? How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Yes, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Maybe. Just a little bit. We've got gloves, the panel, that switch, the fuse box, handle, emergency light wheel, monitor, telephone. Nothing that I can like switch, it seems. I could switch these two things. Not sure what that does, but... Okay, we need to get Sissel up there. Pipe, glove, distributing panel, the switch. Can open the fuse box. And then from here, can I move the hook? There you go. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. Great service. Okay, raise away. I wasn't sure it was gonna work. Okay, we're almost there. Woo! That water really is just waiting for you to move. If you can't open it, then I won't be able to open it either. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry! Is that any way to ask for something? Come on, Sissel. Maybe if we both try? It's no use! I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no. Maybe something to do with this pipe there? No! This way. The hell? Yee! Whoa, is that the ghost? It was like a bunch of objects all linked together. Is the man in red helping her? Like, is he having some second thoughts? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. But I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. So we're still in the submarine, but she escaped. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Turning into a poet, Sissel. Oh, and that was chapter 16. The final struggle, huh? Chapter 17, 5:10 a.m. The dawn is just around the corner. We don't have that much time left. The upended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. I thought it was already at the bottom. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but at the very last second, something saved them. Night looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Isn't it obvious? It's the ghost. Eek! But it's connecting objects without even, like, them touching. God? Is that you? Oh wow, I even made a body. Oh wow. I see you managed to survive, detective. You're... Even looks like him. Excuse my appearance, I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Wait, is this me? Is this you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. Okay, so that's not... It's not that I look like that. I just thought I was him. And so I took on his appearance because I had that belief? But then who am I? You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. It's not? Right, no, it's not. Jowd confirmed that the man he was pursuing 10 years ago was not called Sissel, but then who's Sissel? Is it me? I bet you'll remember really soon. So do I, because there's only 2 chapters left. Who you are, and who I am too. What? So we know each other? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. When you're about to have like a thought. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. How can you link objects without them even touching? What the fuck? So you have a sudden change of heart, did you? They got us good. I mean, I guess they did turn on him also. They got us good. It's all over for the submarine. Its engine room is destroyed, there's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has 2 effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Yeah, for sure. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. And I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get, and it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite, its radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? So he got killed by the meteorite in his back, so he was exposed. Missile died right next to the meteorite in the ground, so he was exposed. But what about me? I don't know how I died. On that day 10 years ago, you were... Is that a plunger? A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Because you died right next to it. Huh. Oh. Aren't the Temzik remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? So someone built a monument but they didn't bother to like dig and get the meteorite out? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay? Ah, this is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temzik. Oh yeah. Detective Jad was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanela and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, you were also one of these people. I was one of their targets as well, so they stole my Temzik fragment and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? I mean, she didn't really know about the powers, she just happened to be in the park that day. If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Joud's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. What did he have in that briefcase? It was a cat, wasn't it? There was a cat in the briefcase. Wait, am I the cat? But we didn't. No, because we didn't see the cat die. Oh, then again, I think we saw the cat on the footage that was showing like what happened to her. And so it would have happened before we came to life, right? So it's possible that I guess the cat would have died. And then he would have been close to radiation, I guess, because he's close to his body with the fragment in it. And that's why I know who this guy is. Maybe I'm the cat. But what killed the cat? You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. But why did you bring the cat in a briefcase? Were you intending for it to die and then like get powers? I took possession of you to make you shoot me. To frame her? Your subconscious resisted me, such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. Interesting. She shot the box! Oh! Right! That's what happened. Wait, no. No, because we saw the cat leave the box. It wasn't dead. Okay, yeah, the second shot killed Sissel, but the first shot might have killed the cat in the box, but we saw the cat leave. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. Show me the cat again. And then you send these killers. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. So are you saying you only wanted her arrested, but then these blue people wanted her killed? But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. Right. It can't have been like so fast that I got my powers and... I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha, the inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temzik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Joud case. They thought you would find out about Temzik sooner or later. Well, we're not out of here yet. That doesn't explain why did you suddenly decide to help us. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush the submarine. Oh no! There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and... There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. Boy, I really don't know how we're going to get out of this one. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling cut off from the world all alone in a submarine? Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea? This must be how you felt all along. I mean, he was also a criminal back then. So he must have done something bad for Zhao to be after him. Not saying he deserved to be a ghost for 10 years, but... Lin? Camilla? Is it true we're stuck here? How the hell are we gonna leave the submarine? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh yeah, where is Zhao? Isn't he still also... I guess he's in the control room that got ejected? Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape, if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. Oh, you still have the tracker. This will tell us where Detective Zhao is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Zhao told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. I mean, yeah, but we can't reach it. Even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lin? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Zhao is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. You want to shoot the ghost in like a torpedo? He's not like emanating the radiation anymore, so I guess it really was just coming from the fragment. Can operate the control panel. God, my back hurts so much. So his shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Just without the fragment? It's there, yeah, but I don't know about calling it a shell. Detective Zhao's watch will tell us exactly where it is. Right, he said it was a radio receiver, didn't he? There might still be another torpedo in this submarine. I mean, yeah, but the submarine isn't working anymore. If we use it, we can get to Detective Zhao. That's a brilliant plan, Detective. You think so? So what are you gonna do, ride on top of the torpedo? Of course not. You guys are going to go. Darn, I kind of wanted to see that. Did you want to see me drown? So my dad isn't here on the submarine. Don't worry, we're going to go get him right now. Okay. I hope I didn't hurt Lin's feelings. What I said about my dad saving us if he was here. Oh, don't worry about that. Comments like that just roll right off Mrs. Lin's back. She's really thick-skinned. Ouch. I'm going to start being tougher too. I want to make my dad proud of me. Miss Camilla. I'm sure your dad is very proud of you, Camilla. Alright, so let's try and operate this. It's getting the grapes. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes where he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly! I've been thinking about this for a while now, but don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Well, we can still get to the phone. Oh, we can go to the torpedo room. Right. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Zhao up, but something like that. We'll climb up. Alright, if we shoot a torpedo at Joud, we're just gonna kill him. Or like pierce a hole in his room. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Is that other guy gonna follow? Mr. Robot? Mr. Roboto? Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I guess we can. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. She's quite reliable. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck! So we've got to load a torpedo. And all this garbage down there. Can turn this valve. That does nothing. Lower the switch. The switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken? But I don't think the entire device is broken though. Would probably work just fine if only I could move this switch. We'll just have to find a way to move it somehow. I mean, we could just ask Lynn. I can't do it with my powers alone. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. Alright, so there we go. What if I move this switch? Okay, this one works, but it does nothing. What if I turn the valve now? Nothing. Oh, maybe missile can switch out the 2 switches. Okay, so switch these out. Now can we move it? There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is? Command room, it looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I mean, the whole submarine is sinking. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right, okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Should missile come with me? I'm probably gonna need your help. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Joud is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. Maybe. No promises. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Where's the other Sissel? Okay, come on, missile. Missile? I'm sorry, I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile? I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. Okay, well, let's hope I don't need your powers then. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn? You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. That's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. I mean, you'll see them in the afterlife, I guess. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla, I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! All right, let's go. That's a good boy, missile. All right, we'll leave you to it then. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. We're ready. I'm gonna count it down. Sissel? Yeah? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Rat Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, I guess that's the time it was taking to launch. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Wait, they're sinking? Oh, the big guy's still there. So I think I know who I am. I don't know who the lamp is, though. Ray? Is Ray God? They said it sounded like an old man. Detective Jowd. I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him. You'd better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. I mean, he's out. Oh, is he dead? Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How is Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yanoa. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. Oh, how did you get here? It's because he's afraid of my powers. You? You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. You'll get to apologize to him. Are you? Yomiel? Yomiel? That's his name? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yanoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. Why is he so nice now? Like, wasn't he trying to kill us not long ago? I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. About Yomiel. 10 years ago. You were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog. But it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. Who was that government employee? Was he blue by any chance? However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. Oh. So he wasn't even guilty of what they were trying to arrest him for. He was just an engineer. I just figured he was like a burglar or like a murderer or something. Real motive for revenge. 10 years ago, I was struck by a damn meteorite. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. How dramatic. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. Damn, that guy's really tall. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. He was just misunderstood this whole time. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. Oh. Well. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? Bit of a dick move. It was a twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. Jesus. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. A deal with the United States of America. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. Is that why the cat? Maybe I'm like really hung up on this cat idea. Maybe they create, because he was carrying it in a briefcase, so clearly it's like important. And it's like, it must be part of his deal. So maybe when he's saying, I asked for a receptacle in which to grow old, like surrounded by a family, maybe they created the cat for him to put his soul into after like his revenge was over. But then the cat died before that. And the cat had like a soul of its own, which is me. Does that make any sense? That's the kind of life I asked them for. But you wouldn't need to ask them for that. Like you could just go at a pet shop and get a cat there. Unless like there's something special about that cat. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. I mean, they're blue, you know. Should have maybe seen that coming. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temzik was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? Not at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temzik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? Why not? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. I can't do the dance because I can't turn my neck. By Inspector Cabanilla and the old pigeon guy. At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times, really. Are you saying this guy is an agent? Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. Okay, good. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temzik meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temzik meteorite, right? So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? Well, you did kill my wife. You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. There we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. So he was dead. I guess he was killed by that guy. So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. Oh, it's a fucking robot.
By the way, I am not human, Detective.
So you guys have even mastered making human-like robots. Their technology is more advanced than I thought.
I am a remote control robot, Detective.
What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off.
We get that a lot, Detective.
Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore.
Commander Sid likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective.
Yeah, I'm giving it a robot voice now. Possibility? What are you talking about?
There is no need for you to know, Detective.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Now is the time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective.
Camilla, forgive me. shot full of holes. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Especially if Lamiel... Jomiel? I already forgot his name. Especially if he helps us. Me, the mystery. I lost my life at a lonely spot on the outskirts of town. I don't know who I am. The man I pursued, thinking he was me, was hit by a meteorite and killed 10 years ago. Do I know that man? Okay, well, I don't need to read all of these. I mean, I know who these people are now. The Itchy Man. Cute chicken carrier. Black-hearted blue man. Black-hearted blue woman. Beloved mother. Oh, interesting. She's got like a picture. It's just obscured. So maybe eventually we will... I was trying to think, like, could she be the ray of light? But no, because they said the voice was like an old man. And also, how could our ghost still be alive? The other me. The man I was pursuing, who I was convinced was me. His real name was Yomiel. While alive, he was a top systems engineer, but was arrested under suspicion of being a spy. He died 10 years ago in the park. He's now trying to gain a new life for himself. They're not showing the cat. Huh? What is it, detective? Look at Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temzik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? Are you gonna allow me to also play as Yomiel? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they are afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temzik. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temzik fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? That his body will rot and decompose? I get it. I don't get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temzik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we can go back. Oh! Right. It's a corpse with a core, so that means we can go back 4 minutes before his death. But then that would change the entire future if we did that. That would change like everything. But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out when we get there. Let's move. I mean, it's 10 years ago. So it would erase everything that happened in the past 10 years? It seems a little risky. It would bring his wife back to life. But it would change so many things. Like, Lynn might not even be a detective anymore. Like, I might not exist. Like, you guys ever hear the butterfly effect? This is very dangerous. Oh, geez. I never thought we would go back so far. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Final chapter, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Final chapter. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temzik meteorite fell. Yeah. Can we really go back all this way? We traveled back through time and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Oh wow, I never thought we would go back all the way to this moment. But it makes so much sense. Oh my god. It's ready! What are you doing? Hold it! Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Eek! Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. It's the cat! Wait, how can the cat be all the way... We saw the cat in the present. How can the cat be all the way back then? Unless... maybe the cat also was hit by the meteorite. Wait. I'm trying to make sense of this. If the cat was also hit by a piece of the meteorite, he would also live forever for these 10 years, alive and dead. And then maybe when she shot at the box with the gun, it removed the meteorite shard. And then I became aware at that moment for some reason. But why would I only awake at that moment? Because Sissel didn't awake... Sorry, Yomiel, he didn't awake the moment they took the shard away from his body. It's just that his body kept... I know the cat has something to do with it. Like, they're not showing it again for no reason, but... How can the cat have been there 10 years ago? I mean, I guess cats can live for more than 10 years, especially if it was a kitten at the time. Oh, shit. The cat was a kitten 10 years ago, so it would still be alive now. But why would he be keeping it in a box? I know it's going to explain it to me, I'm just trying to like figure it out by myself, you know? But with the wacky writing of this game, I feel like I can't possibly predict what happened. But I think I'm on the right path? I don't know. Shoo, you might get hurt. It has to be that the cat was also hit by a piece of the meteorite. Also, something this big would definitely leave like a huge fucking crater. He's gonna split. Right in his back. And it broke the lamp. Okay, the cat's gone. Are you okay? You're alright now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. Then that's what I'm gonna be when I grow up. So that's the Temzik meteorite, eh? Are you saying that you saw it happen? It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temzik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from the fragment and save your life. Do you know what you're saying? Do you know what you're suggesting here? And like the consequences of such a change? I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. But then he would... But then you would just die normally. It would still change the future. I mean, dying is kind of what he wants, isn't it? We might not be able to change your fate of dying. But if we change the matter in which he died, that might still be important. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, I guess if he does die... But no, it's still going to bring Zhao's wife back to life if he's not there as a ghost. I guess it might not change the future like as much as if he didn't die, but... Okay, let's get started. I'm really curious to see how it's all going to end. This plot is really plotting. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is... Oh, she's burning a sweet potato? She's not gonna budge from that spot. But, you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato? What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. Move the fragment? Okay, I'm in the basket. Nozzle. Okay, so if the lamp could be, I guess, something more solid, it might move the... Oh, I see. It might move the way it fell. And we can't talk to her. Miss Lynn looks so happy. Sure, she's happy. She's about to eat some sweet potato. And that happiness is about to be shattered in a single instant when she drops her sweet potato. I don't think you're seeing the big picture. Anyway, we have to keep our eyes peeled for a chance to make our move. Right, we won't drop the ball or the sweet potato. Okay, well then why don't you go in that sweet potato and I'll wait here because I'm stuck. So now she's holding it in like some kind of container. What's with the cat? So she's got the headphones. I could almost switch these two. So I can examine the roasted potato. What in the world is this thing? Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is? It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. These guys sure are making me want to try one. Okay. I can turn up the headphones. Oh. What are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Okay. It might start a fire. I can rock the basket, spray the nozzle. Oh, I needed missile to be in that. Look at that sweet potato. That big, scary sweet potato. That's not a sweet potato, missile, that's Minnow. Oh, right, of course. But look at them, the potato and Minnow. Right now, they both have the same shape. So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, missile. Okay, here I go. And I'm going to need your help. My help? Okay, well, I can't... Whoop. I was gonna say I can't reach it, but maybe I can? It's too high. Oh, I get it. I need to activate the muzzle. But I can't reach it. I'm like stuck here. Maybe if I rug the basket again to fall in the water? No. It looks like the basket is empty now. Did Lynn think she was gonna eat both of those huge sweet potatoes? Who knows, there might even have been more than two. When Miss Lynn finds out her sweet potato is gone, she might cry very loudly. Are we trying to make her out to be some kind of sweet potato freak? Okay, I think I missed my chance. I think I need to be under the fountain so that the water will go like further up, but how can Sissel get there? Oh, I can get inside the potato. And then get down under it. Okay, now you get in there. I'm gonna make it go higher. Now you can swap them. What's that gonna do though? Yeah, like this. Oh, look. The lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. If it can stop the meteorite just a little bit, if I recall, the Temsic fragment smashed through a glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, but it might crush them though, then fate should change. Let's see. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Don't worry, Missile, I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path. Oh, okay, that giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can. Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path out to change. You would think... There, how's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. What if the fragment goes in the cat instead? But no, because it hasn't happened yet. It's impossible. That the cat in the present would have the... Now Yomiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No! Jowd? It's gonna be the fucking cat? Oh. It got him in the leg, that's fine. The Temsic fragment shot through his leg. What? The cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down now! If you don't, you're going to shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! No! Oh, you're gonna shoot the girl. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen! Missile, he said that he's accepting death. The bullet is stopped in midair. I'm here inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Jowd, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. Is it really the meteorite's fault, or was he just gonna do that? We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Yeah, the sweet potato. It's gonna get... But he gets fucking impaled. Oh no, we stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. How do you know that? Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, this fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. I thought you were okay with dying, though. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Ah, god damn it. Look out! Wake up, you gotta get out of here. Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over, we're out of time. Miss Lynn! It's not over yet. But there isn't anything else to swap with. Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain like a scar on her psyche. Oh yeah, true. I mean, if she has to live with it, but she still survives in the long run, isn't that still like a win? I won't let that happen, not if I can help it. But what can we do now? Even if we work together? Can't you use your power even though we're like in the past? I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Cecil and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yo, Meow! Cecil, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me, let's go. Alright, I'll try to move there. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though? In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. Do it now! Got it! Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? What can I do? Swap them, of course. I think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it. You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. I mean, it's still gonna fall. But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. I guess he's gonna use his power for something. It's no use! We can't stop that horrible Mino! What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or 2 helped. Oh, it helped, alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? Him? You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. He's going to sacrifice himself. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. You're just gonna yank her? Ooh. Ye gods. I mean, maybe he'll lose the use of his legs, but he's still gonna survive. Ah, you're awake. Looks pretty dead. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Wait, so he's gonna have a piece of Temzik in his knee? Oh, he'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. Is he gonna be like Wolverine now, where like he can heal forever? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? I'm a detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. Aw. How cute. Thanks! Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Man, imagine like a stone coming from space and landing right on your knee. That's gonna hurt like shit. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? I think I was possessed by a ghost from the future. To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. You were supposed to go call the police. The fucking cat. Hey, mister, did the cat die? I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? Dead cat? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? That's a big fucking kitten. I know I'm the cat, but I don't know what the deal is with the cat. Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend. But then why didn't you tell me in the submarine when I was like asking who I am? How about it? Do you remember now? I knew it! Old friend. I fucking knew it. But then why didn't I just look like this the whole time? I think... Okay, so... It makes sense that like she shot at the box the first time before shooting Yomyo. And so when she shot, that might have killed the cat, but didn't we see the cat like just jump off and leave after that? I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Don't tell me that. Hold it. Somebody please look at me. Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. And then everything happened the same. But then once they left, I guess Sissel adopted the cat, Yomyo. Somebody please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything, my life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. So the cat had 2 souls inside of it? After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. Okay. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. To kill the wife? But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this... Wait, you knew? You knew Jowd's wife? She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." Was she having an affair? The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée? What? Are you saying... No, Jowd's wife was Alma. He's not talking about Jowd's wife, is he? He's just talking about someone else. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. I guess that explains why, like, he doesn't know why some words are, because he's just a cat. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. Still carried you around in like a box. For 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. It's just sad and depressing. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened and I started to get a little twisted. Welcome to my twisted mind. I wanted light. Distorted artificial light. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I still have one question. Who's the fucking lamp in the junkyard? I really don't know. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. And you killed your only friend by trying to do that. It really backfired. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. Yeah, the cat was fine. The cat left. So it didn't die from being shot, or was it that... Okay, so the cat died, but it was possessed by Yomiel in that moment. Yomiel left his body, went inside the cat once again, and then left with the cat. And I guess he only came back for his body later? That's why, like, the body was not animated for a while? I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder. The corpse got up and walked away after all. Right. So you borrowed the body of your old friend, but your friend was dead. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Well, because he died. Jowd, follow please. Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. Yeah, obviously. You don't have to spell it out for me. I get it. You got shot. I wasn't able to control her completely. Yes. Oh man, that sucks so much. The first bullet didn't hit anything. Or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? Oh man, that's horrible. It hit Sissel inside that bag. You didn't notice that the cat was fucking bloody? Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. Right, that's why he was close to radiation, because he was right next to him. That's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. What a twist! I think I understand it now. Oh man, the cat fucking died? Can we save the cat's life? Why was the only one who couldn't get his memory back? Why? It was because I thought that corpse was me. Right, you thought that because the actual soul, the actual ghost had left at that point. So you were left with the body here, and so you thought that has to be me. I guess that makes perfect sense. Wow. Huh. It was the only corpse I could see at the time after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Damn, that's so sneaky. You would never be able to guess that. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead, but even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a dead. If I could do these things, I would have saved your life. Wait, that means I'm the only one with that power, meaning I can't save my own life. So the cat's gonna remain dead no matter what. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. With your fiancé? Who? In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. Yeah, pretty dramatically. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate. Oh, right. I guess I won't stay dead because once we go back to the present, that never happened, so I'm not gonna get shot in the future. I'm just gonna be adopted by Lynn. Oh, wow. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. I mean, depends what killed her. Yes, I believe you're right. So it's gonna be a nice happy ending where everything turns out great for everyone. So this was the last fate to be averted, eh? Fate averted. We're really playing with like the universe and fate and death. Like, I feel like death's gonna come after us. Like, you guys are messing around with too much. So Yomyo, looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. He's had a change of heart. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Just one person showed him a little bit of empathy, and that was enough to bring it out from... I mean, she said that after you'd saved her. So there must have been a reason for you to save her before that. There was still some good in you. I can still feel the good in him. Well, I guess it's time we got back. And you 10 years later was just born. Things are gonna be so different. Right, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain. Yeah, that's true. They will still remember everything that happened in the other timelines, which is so fucked up. Does that mean that like they're going to retain the memories of like both 10 years? That's some severance shit. It's gonna be so weird for their brain to house like memories of two different decades that happened completely differently. Their brains are gonna be like scrambled up, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? No matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I mean, you might do some jail time. I don't know if they're gonna kill you for that. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. You did also save her life, so... Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel? So he was my dear friend all along. Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. You're gonna make me cry. Me too, Yomiel. Sissel, are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Sissel, I'll never forget you! I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jad. So they would effectively get like twice as long of a lifetime. Because they've lived for 10 years and now they went back to the past and now they're gonna... Like they're... It's like some Outer Wilds shit. Like their memories are gonna go back to their younger self. So they're gonna be 10 years younger, but they're still... No, they're still gonna be 10 years older. They're just not going to... Anyways, that sounds good, Detective Jad. They're still going to be 10 years older. They're just going to be in a new future with memories of a different timeline, but also of the timeline that they went through in the other timeline. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. Well, I could have never predicted it was going to take that big of a turn right at the end. Like I just thought, oh, we're gonna solve like the mystery of who we are and then stop the bad guy and then the game's gonna end. Like I didn't think it was gonna be so fucking like... We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. That is a story for the ages. Wait! Still don't know who the lamp is. Maybe the lamp is death. Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. It is the fucking lamp. It has to be... Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you. Alright, it's like a...
Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you.
It has to be like the Grim Reaper or fucking God, right? But don't forget, or like Father Time. I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory.
Yes, I know that. I know all about you.
Can I ask you a question, Ray? I wanted to know, who exactly are you? I feel like you could predict the cat. I don't know if you could predict the fucking lamp. It has to be time itself.
Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers.
Yeah.
If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened?
I mean, I guess the bad guy's plan would have like all come to pass, and then Jad would get killed and everything would go wrong.
Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature.
Is it like a bug?
After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment.
Wait. It's not the fucking fish, is it? There's no way.
They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process...
Don't tell me it's the fucking fish. Don't tell me the mouse. Is it the mouse?
2 little dead bodies were left behind.
Oh, right. But wait. Wait the fuck up. When did Missile save Camilla's life exactly? It can't be at this point, because the only reason Missile has powers is because he got hit by the guy on the bike next to the meteorite. So when did he save Camilla's life? I swear, if he's like a mouse or like a fish...
However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred.
What? Look at that, the powers of the dead, but how? I mean, I guess because he died next to Sissel? Yomiel?
He didn't really understand it himself, not yet anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not?
Well, I mean, I get that he got the powers because he died next to Yomiel, yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, he died like right there next to him. Okay, so that's how he got his power in that timeline. I guess, yeah, right. Right, that makes sense.
That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects.
He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady.
The little fellow chased after the man, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then... he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death.
What? Who are you talking about? Missile?
He decided to wait it out.
Wait, is the lamp fucking Missile in the future? But why would he have an old man's voice?
He decided to wait until that night came again.
What? Okay, first of all, I thought only Sissel could go back 4 minutes before that. I didn't think Missile could do that.
And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold.
So that was you, huh? What the fuck? But why would he be older? If he's like a ghost, he can't age.
That's right. I'm missile. 10 years is very long time in dog years.
You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. So you decided to wait those 10 years out. Wait. So he died, gained powers because he was next to Yomiel. So he tried to go back, like in the past of Camilla's death, but couldn't save her. So he instead used his powers on Yomiel, went back in the park 10 years ago. But then he was just a ghost. So he decided to wait those 10 years out. How? Where?
Exactly. And then at last, that fateful night.
Okay, but he shouldn't age if he's a ghost. Also, you're supposed to die after dawn, right? So how could you wait it out?
By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak.
How come you didn't vanish at dawn like you're supposed to? Maybe the rules are different for him, but like why?
So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me.
But wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp?
Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened.
Also, how can you be in the lamp and also be in the dog at the same time? Like, they've never shown that two souls could exist at the same time.
But I became able to manipulate small objects.
But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself?
Because I couldn't.
Huh?
From watching the Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things you could do. Like travel through the telephone lines, for example.
What?
It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody.
But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me?
Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before.
On that night the first time around. We what? We met before?
From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town.
I followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard
and came upon an incredible scene.
I'm confused.
Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you.
That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. What first time? What are you talking about? I was in the lamp?
You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me.
I did what?
I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you, right? Yeah, I remember doing that. That's what you said.
Yeah, I did do that. And then I just left.
And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line.
I'm really sorry I didn't help you.
That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage.
Mutual advantage?
The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the Man in Red, to Yomiel.
What?
I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction, and then I gave you a time limit.
There is no time limit. You just made that shit up.
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over.
Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that. Completely made up. A little naughty of me, you know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
So, when we talked to him, we just saw the lamp. Like, we never saw what he actually looks like. So he gets to choose to show us his real self or not. Like, we can't just see what he looks like automatically. Also, like, all this, okay, there's like way more timeline than I thought. And like, I'm getting a little confused. I still don't get how a ghost of Missile could age. Why would he be old? Like, do ghosts age? I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way.
Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age.
Like, am I wrong? How can a ghost age?
And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Missile.
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla. That's the fucking loyalty of a dog right there. That's why dogs are men's best friend. Women's best friend, in this case.
Of course. Because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Cecil.
What the actual fuck? What the hell? Oh, I didn't get to read. I made my way back to a new present. This game's story is something else. Jesus. So it's a brand new future, huh? How come it's dark? It's an alternate timeline where like a meteor hit the earth and we all died. I'll just turn on the lights here. Chowd's wife's gonna be alive. Did she still become... I guess she still became a detective. There's no gun now. Surprise! So that's a pretty old cat by now. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee, it worked! But it's not even my birthday yet. It was my mom's birthday, the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. We didn't get to meet Alma.
That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right?
Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd. Dad, you're home.
Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today.
Hi, Camilla. But I thought they remember. Don't they remember? Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. I guess maybe only the ghosts will remember. But no, the people whose life gets saved also remember the changes, so how come they don't remember? Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine though.
Haha, how long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective.
It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day?
When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow.
Destiny, eh?
And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me.
Haha, that you will. That you will.
Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten.
That's right, the very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Because of the meteorite? But he wasn't hit by the meteorite, was he? Still a kitten. Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel. Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. So they don't really remember. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. There's Alma. Alright everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom.
Of course she's got purple hair, just like the daughter.
Doesn't age? I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Oh, he was hit by the meteorite. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful, but shit. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Fucking cat's immortal, dude. I can't quite dance because my back hurts.
Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn.
Like I said, it isn't my birthday. And there's the savior himself. Hey, Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort.
But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby.
Look at that giant-ass plate of spaghetti. Oh, that's quite a technique. Oh god, he's mastered the dance. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanela. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? This ending kind of blows my mind. I'm not sure I even like understand all of it correctly. Oh god, not the itchy feet. What happened to all the blue people? Here's your food, gentlemen. Everyone's into chicken. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today.
So you took on a part-time job here again just so you could eavesdrop?
Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Oh, she put the microphone on the chicken again. Looks like it's a very small team that worked on this too.
La la la. I've never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek.
Is this really necessary, this new curry chicken menu item?
Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now good luck with the taste.
Yeah, the big guy with the sausage head. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? There he is. Weirdo. Did the little blue duo ever get together? Yeah, very small team. Like a few people on the art assets and then like someone to write the game, someone to do the music. I guess you wouldn't need that many people. Are you sure we really need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. You're gonna blow both of you up. Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. And they're dead. Hey, you just won the jackpot, buddy. And then show there are 2 corpses falling also, because they would definitely be dead. Also, the money would have burned. It's for a joke, I get it. I want to dance, but my back hurts so much. So this is where you work, huh, Papa?
That's right, sweetheart.
Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, the indiscretions of a minister, perhaps?
Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel?
Here is to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. Dinged him right on the face. Oh, I must dance, even if it hurts. These 2 are still there. This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man.
Do you know I was about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir? Be forewarned, sir.
Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. They're really showing everyone. They have to show the rocker, the guy in the park. The pigeon guy. There he is. Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. There he goes. Gonna study this thing. Watch out, you're gonna be arrested by all these agents. Where are these armed agents? Yeah, these spikes look very dangerous. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Am I forgetting anyone? The 2 guards? The guard that dances? Now, am I good or what?
Today's the day, you know he's finally getting out.
Alright, he's gonna get out of jail.
You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that.
Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain.
Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you could show it to me, say, next week?
You got it! So, he did go to jail. He's doing his time, but then I guess he's gonna get released and get to turn over a new... He's fading. Oh my god. 10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. The lady who you're in jail for threatening, but has also been visiting you. Thank you, Sissel. I mean, yeah, he did. 10 years seems a little extreme for just threatening her. Like, he did save her life after all. Aw, he painted me. Well, now he's gonna get to see his cat again if he goes to Jout's place. Aw. Look at that. So scratchy. And that's that. Oh, there's the full credits. Okay. Well, this was a fun little game. Pretty simplistic gameplay, of course, but like the story was definitely where it's at, and it really kind of blew my mind there at the end. I wasn't expecting like this massive of a, not even a twist, but just such massive ramifications, you know? I just thought we would find out our identity and then stop the bad guy, but they went so much further than I thought. Definitely has some very fun, memorable characters, and it's a very cool story, even though like it delves very far into kind of the fantasy and like supernatural aspects, but I say that, and then again, like Ace Attorney also does. Like there's a point in Ace Attorney where a ghost is one of the witnesses, so I guess it's not that far-fetched that they would do this. I guess ultimately there were no aliens involved. It was just a ghost with powers from space. How strange. Fucking shoot Takumi, man. He's on another level. Missile, the real MVP. Fate averted. Cleared ghost trick. New background with the cat. Reincarnation. We get a whole bunch of illustrations. Ooh. Concept arts. Oh, I love that right one. That looks a lot like my character, Charlie. Oh man. I love to see this exploration of different looks for these characters. Like they end up so different sometimes. Was there a possibility that Sissel would be a dog instead? I guess they wanted to have like one dog and one cat. Oh wow, look at that. They landed like on a much more anime look than some of these concept arts. Like that's so close to being Gumshoe. Oh god, that cook. Scary. All the concept arts. That will bring our playthrough of Ghost Trick to a close. Not one of my most popular playthroughs, like there's not that many of you watching it, but I really had fun with it. I hope it was fun to follow along. I'm guessing that most of you had already played the game, and so it must have been fun to pick up on all the little clues and like all the foreshadowing that I'm sure there is plenty of. You could definitely feel the Ace Attorney vibes, the Shu Takumi vibes, but it's a really great kind of self-contained story. Like you wouldn't need a sequel or like a spin-off. Like it just really stands on its own as a very satisfying story. Yeah, I don't really have that much to say. It was just a lot of fun, memorable characters and tale of ghosts. I had a great time with it, even though it was a little hard on my voice sometimes to voice all the characters, but So if you enjoyed this, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. If you want to send a little bit of support my one Patreon, of course, that's very appreciated. But either way, I will see you again very soon. So thank you so much for joining me on this funny adventure. I had fun playing it. I hope you had fun watching it. And I will see you very soon. À la prochaine.